All right, you are welcome to this particular webinar. This objective of this webinar is for you to understand how students, all right, are making money building website without coding, and also bringing you to the ideology that you yourself you can do it. It's not people with foreheads that are achieving this feat. So we are going to walk you through some concepts and some ideologies and steps on how to achieve this. So the duration of this webinar is going to be for 30 minutes. Then we'll be able to, because of your time, we are going to break it down at the best we can. Then furthermore, the admin is going to reach out to you. All right, so once again, I welcome you, future web designer. This is the four steps that we are going to follow. Number one, we are going to have a quick introduction, all right, about InnogX technology. Number two, we are going to have a live demo. We are going to build a website in real time in this particular course, all right. Then we also look at success stories. We look at other students that were able to achieve a lot using this skill that we are talking about in this webinar. Now, at the end of this journey, we are going to also show you how you can also upscale yourself in this area. All right, so who is this webinar for? This webinar is for students with no tech skill. It is not only for students, it is also for beginners. Let's say maybe someone that you are interested into going into tech, but probably you don't have a background, you don't have knowledge in tech, and you want to learn technology. All right, so if you want to learn tech, this webinar is for you. If you want to you have no background, this webinar is also for you. If you want to earn money online, all right, in legitimate way, this webinar is for you. Now, if you are also out there and you are tired of getting allowance and then always asking for urgent 2k, this webinar is for you. All right, so moving forward, why do you need this webinar? I wrote here, most students graduate without marketable skills. They have degrees but no practical abilities to employ that employers or clients want. So what that simply means is that people have they have certificates, but in common English they don't have certificate. That means that they don't know how to do some things. And in the job market, people are looking for skills. They are looking for what you can do. That's what the people out there are willing to pay for. All right, so we are going to look at no coding requirement. We're going to look at the job skill, right? We're going to look at how you can make your own first money or your first naira, all right, using this approach that we are talking about. Now, one thing that you need to understand is that tech skills pays both in naira and in dollars. All right, if you have the skill, you will be paid in naira. If you are also good, you'll be paid in dollars, depending of how good you are and how you know how to get clients. All right, so these are all the things that is captured in this particular course. Moving forward, so what are the things that you are going to learn today? All right, number one, we are going to teach you how to design a website without coding. That's going to be the first thing that we are going to do. We are going to take out time to show you the step-by-step processes to learn how to build a website without coding, how to use free tools and take advantage of it. All right, we are going to mostly use two particular tools in this particular course. One of them is Lovable. Another one there is going to be ChatGPT, which almost everyone knows about. Then another thing we are going to look at is how people make money. All right, we are going to also see examples of real students and other students out there that have been able to make money from this thing that we are talking about. So if you are with me and if you are following to this point, please feel free to just drop a comment in the comment box. Just drop a comment. You may also do well by dropping your name and where you are watching from. Please drop your name and where you are watching from in the comment section below. All right, so moving forward, so this is the simple processes, that this is the blueprint. All right, this is what we call the blueprint of how to build a simple website. Now, number one, you first need what we call a website outline. The website outline, what is a website outline? Let me explain that. A website outline is the layout, all right, the layout of the website. That is the how the website is going to look, each sections of the website. You need to also understand what kind of website are you trying to build. This is very important. So that is the very first phase, which is, like I said, website outline. You need to define the purpose and structure of your website. It is very important for you to define the purpose, like I said, and the structure of your website. So what is the website for? Now, you need to understand that there's a difference between a website for let's say a shoe clothing business, and a website for let's say maybe let's say a restaurant now, right? The purposes of those websites are different, all right? And then the structure, because of that, the structure is going to be different. The same, let me use another example. For those of you here that know football, you will discover that a football pitch is different from a rugby pitch. Do you understand? All of them are pitch, but it is the purpose of what is happening there that defines the shape, all right, of the pitch. So every website, all right, every website has a purpose. So the purpose of the website is, what is the website for? That is what we call purpose. Then we now move to the structure. What is the outline? What is the layout of this website? What should customers see when they come? What should visitors that are coming to this website see when they come to the website? Then when all of these things that I made mention of are defined, oftentimes this particular phase is a conversation between you and the person that you are doing the website for. Oftentimes you have to sit down with the person that you are doing the website for and ask him this question: what do you want the website for? Who are the people what is your targeted audience? The website you want to build, or you want me to build for you, who are the target audience? How do you want them to feel when they come to your website? What do you want them to see? So on and so forth. So these two elements are going to help you to design the layout of your website. Moving forward, we now look at, after all of this has been designed, elaborated, the next course of action is to design, to find design inspiration. Now, one of the things you need to understand as a website developer or someone that is trying to build a website is that you cannot know it all. You cannot know it all. You can't know it all. There are people that have already done something around the area where you want to do it. So what do? You now begin to look for design inspiration. So let me show you, for instance. So let's say at this particular phase, we are looking for design inspiration, right? So let's say the person that came to you told you that he is looking for let's say a hospital website, or he wants to build a restaurant website. So what do? What you do at this particular phase, remember I said that the phase number 1, you discuss with the customer. The phase number 2 here, what you do is that you reach out, you now begin to make research, to look at design, to find inspiration. So how do you do that? You go to Pinterest, for instance. I like using Pinterest a whole lot. So Pinterest is a platform where people that have done something in the area where you want, or the area where you are working, or what you want to do, they have done their own. People have done and they have posted there. So oftentimes what you do is just come here. Let's say maybe you are looking for a restaurant website. You can come here and type restaurant web site, and you search. And when you search, you are going to now see different inspiration. You can see different inspiration here now. You can see this is an inspiration. All right. So you will now see the inspiration here. You can now, from here, when you have seen the inspiration, you can now begin to look at the layout. It gives you ideas of how you can build your own. Do you understand? This is the second phase. Like I said, you get inspiration. You take your time. Don't rush this particular phase. You take your time to find different options. You find different options. Find the one that matches what you want to give the customer or the client. Now quickly, let me make mention of something. It's very important for you to have color palette. All right, oftentimes when a client comes to you, most clients don't know what a color palette is. A color palette is the brand colors. If you can see, for instance, look at this. For instance, you're going to see that this particular brand, they use kind of orange here. Meanwhile, you're going to see that this particular brand, all right, this coffee brand, they used a different color entirely. Do you see now? They use a different color entirely. So you must also ask, part of the questions you must ask in this particular phase. All right, part of the questions you must ask in this particular phase is, what are the colors that the user want? What are the colors that the brand, let's say the person that is giving you the job, what are the colors you want? So when you have defined those colors, you need to write them down. You need to find combination. Another thing you can also do, if for instance you don't have ideas of colors, you can simply come here and still again on Pinterest and search. All right, you can still come here and search color palette for a restaurant website. So as when you search it, you begin to see color palette. Do you see now? So this color palette gives you inspiration. It gives you ideas. It gives you inspiration. It gives you ideas of how your own website can look like. So you can now tweak it. All right, you can tweak it, you can recreate it, you can mix the color, you can change the color slightly, so on and so forth. So you can tweak it, like I said, you can tweak it, you can change the color a little bit, you can add one or two, so on and so forth. So whatever you're looking for, you can seek for inspiration here on Pinterest. All right, so let's move to the phase number 2. So we said phase number 1 is website outline. Phase number 2 is design and inspiration. All right, so when you have gotten the design that you want, all right, the design that matches the idea that the customer gave you, the next thing that you have to do is to now generate what we call the UI. All right, it's called UI. The UI creation. So what is UI? UI stands for user interface. Now let me go back here. So this now is a user interface. So a user interface is that interface where users interact, what users will see and how they will interact with the whole platform. So it's called user interface. So this is a user interface. This this here also is a user interface. So back to what I was saying. So after you have defined the user interface, after you have gotten the inspiration, rather, you download the inspiration and you keep it. So what you will now do is that what you have gotten, all right, what you have gotten as inspiration, let me show you like this. Let's say, for instance, okay, let's go back and search. Let's say restaurant website. Let's just search for restaurant website once more. Okay, so let's use this. So let me download this. All right, let me download it. So let me download this. All right, so you can see I have downloaded it. So now what do you do? Like we said here, use ChatGPT to create and modify design element. So what you will now do is that you will come to ChatGPT here. What you just designed, you will now upload it to ChatGPT. All right, you will now upload it. Let me refresh my ChatGPT. You will now upload what you have designed to ChatGPT. Let me see. Okay, so you click here, select the picture. So let me select the one that we just downloaded. Where are you? Okay, I think I got it. You passed it. All right. Okay, so what you will now do is that you now tell ChatGPT to change, for instance, change the color palette to green and white. All right, then you, or let me add again the prompt. You create this UI by changing the color palette to green and white. All right, so you now send it. So you will now wait. All right, so okay, so you can see now it's giving us a new prompt. All right, it's giving us a new prompt, so it's giving us a structure too. Let me cancel this. So let me upload the image back. We create this exact image, but this time change the layout to green and white. Okay, let's see. So it's going to create the image. You see, it has started creating. All right, so while we are waiting for it to create, let's continue. All right, we are going to come back to it. So after the ChatGPT create the interface for you, the next thing is for you to now import it to the non-code builder. So like I said, in this case we are going to use Lovable. So let me check if ChatGPT is done downloading. Is not done yet. It's still working on it. So when it's done working, we now upload it to Lovable. So it's Lovable now that we now create the code, and we'll just be editing it there. All right, then from there we can now push the website and now give the link to the customer or the client for them to see. All right, for them to see how it looks and for us to make corrections. All right, so now what is the purpose? Like I said, let's go through 10 steps together. The first step is to understand the purpose of a website, right? The purpose of the website. Is it for a school, business, or for a portfolio? Now, these three things is going to define if you are going to have a homepage, a service, an about us, or a contact. All right, all of these things is what is going to define all of that. So the image is ready. Let me go and check. Wow, do you see this now? Look at this now. So you can see that the interface have changed. It is different from what was there before. So now you can save it. So we have downloaded this one. So let's go out. So you can see that this is how it was, and this is the new layout that we now have. All right, so let's go back. We come back to that. So like I said, step one, you choose the purpose. You will ask the question. All right, what are the pro tips? Start with end goal in mind. Keep it simple, 4-5 page maximum for beginner. Think about what visitors need to know. Write it down. Write the purpose down in one sentence. This is very important. It will make you not to add too many things that are irrelevant on the website. Next phase, step 2, select colors. All right, so you can, like I said, I already spoke about this. You can go on Pinterest and find color palette for business website, modern website color schema, so on and so forth. Now another thing you must also look for is the font combination. All right, so when you look for font combination, you can look for the font that matches the kind of website that you build, because the font that you will use for a business website is different from the font you are going to use for a let's say a hospital website. All right, so let's move forward. All right, so step 3 is to find UI inspiration on Pinterest, like I mentioned already. So you go on Pinterest, this is it, like where we went to get the image. You find the inspiration there. Step 4 is downloading the UI reference, which is what we downloaded, which is the image that we downloaded from Pinterest. Then step 11 is going to be modify the UI using ChatGPT, which is what we have done. So you drop the image in ChatGPT, you type prompt like change the color to purple and pink, adjust the layout to be more modern, simplify this section, make it clearer, so on and so forth. So be more specific. One of the things you need to understand when you are using AI is that the more specific you become, the more accurate the AI gives you the result. All right, so step 6 rather, build the section. So you can ask ChatGPT to build the section for you, or better still, you can use Lovable, but I prefer using Lovable. Why? Because Lovable, it's better. Unlike ChatGPT does not have compilers inside. All right, so let's move forward. Select the website wireframe. This is very important. The wireframe has to do with each section, all right, in their order. So we have for instance, hero section. The hero section is that section that is the first section, all right, that users have. That's why we wrote here that it is the first impression. Then after that, we have the about us. The about us is where you talk about what the website is all about. Then you have services. That is what the company or the brand is offering. Then you add a testimonial section. That is where people give their reviews where people give their reviews on the website. Then you now have the contact from that is how to reach the brand. So ensure that these 5 sections are always in your website, because the last action is what prompts the user to take to reach out or to buy the product or buy the service or buy whatever the website is pitching to them. Then we move forward. Step 8 is to import the design into Lovable. So like I said, now we've downloaded the design. So this is my Lovable interface, right? So you can simply come here. So if you don't have a Lovable account, you can do it by creating a Lovable account. But one thing you need to understand with Lovable is that Lovable is not absolutely free. There is credit that you can use, but if you want to make a whole business out of this that I'm talking about, you must have to create have a subscription. I think the least subscription, let me see, we have subscriptions of we have subscription of $22 per month. Now if you have jobs on a steady, this won't be an issue for you. If jobs are coming consistently, paying $22 won't be an issue for you. And that's the reason why we set up this course, to help people like you create get jobs and also get clients that will be paying you in dollars and all. So here you now come here and put an attachment. All right, so from files, so we are now going to pick that particular image that we downloaded from ChatGPT, that ChatGPT helped us to create. Where are you? So let me look for it quickly. No, this is not it. Okay, here you go. Then we now tell him, when we upload it, we now tell him create this website for us. Then you push it, you allow it. So when you give it to him, Lovable will now start building the project. All right, you will see that Lovable will now begin to create the project, and you will be seeing it in this particular section. So while Lovable is creating it. Let's come back to what we are saying. So like I said, we import the design into Lovable. Then the next phase is to phase 8 is to write the right prompt, right? You will see it's always good, especially when you're using Lovable, to write things like create, build a business website. Be very defined in your prompt. All right, in the long run of this course, we are going to show you how to get perfect prompt, because it is the prompt that makes the AI to be able to give you what you want. All right, so ensure that you include colors, layout and all of that in the description that you are giving the AI. All right, so step number 10, like I said, step 10 is going to be generate the website. All right, so when the website is generated, you will now be able to see it, make corrections, and give it and send it to the customer or the client for him to see. So let's see if he's done. Okay, it is still designing, so let's continue. So you now need to understand how can you earn from this skill. This is the most important part, because it's very possible for you to know how these things work, all right, and you will not be able to earn money from it. So it's one thing to have the skill, is another, all right, to earn. All right, okay, said project is ready, so let's go and check. So okay, all right, so is coming. So let's hold on for the preview to load. Let's go back. So like I said, now what you will now start to do when you have learned this skill is to start building for small businesses. All right, you need to start building for small businesses. Small businesses, let's say maybe someone that is around your side that pays, that sells, that has a shop, that has a small mall or a small business. You can pitch the idea of building a website for them. Is for restaurants, saloons, shops, consultancies, so on and so forth. And you can earn you can charge them between 50,000 naira to 500,000 naira, depending on the complexity. Do you understand? Now you can also go to platform like Upwork and all of that, and begin to earn there via project. In those, when people start paying you in dollars, you can earn from $500 to $5,000. Now market your service where your potential clients are. I will always say this, that your first customers are the people in your DM. Your first customer are the people in your DM. So reach out to them, ask them to buy your product, tell them what you can do via WhatsApp, Instagram. Now you can charge per project. When you are charging per project, charge as low as 50k for a starter, for a basic website. All right, for a landing page and all of that, charge as low as 50k. Now, so these are some people that we have, that some of our students that have gotten some of the results. We have some people here that receive almost $300 of payment, all right, for a particular course, a particular website that they did. We have another person that received $292. Then you can also see more here. You can see more here. All right. Then you can also see some more here. Somebody that received 180k payment, all right, for website development. So this is very, very important. So we move forward. One of the things you need to understand is that, like I said, this course is for 30 minutes. I can't show you every single thing inside. So I'm going to prompt you to really take advantage of this particular course. What will the full course give you? You will have complete website building mastery. You will have real client project. We will link you up to real clients that will pay you. Then furthermore, you will have proven client getting strategy. We are going to also give you strategies that you are going to use, all right, to get customers or to get people that will pay for what you can do. All right, we also tell you pricing and negotiation tactics, so that you don't go and overprice and then people leave you. All right, then we will also have a community that will help you and guide you, and a personal mentor that will follow you up. So what you will learn in the full course, like I said, complete website building, how to get paying clients, how to price your own services, and real client project. We are going to help you to build a real project, how to deploy that, to buy domain name, how to get hosting and all of that for it to be legit and legitimate. All right, now how do you enroll for this particular course? It's very, very simple. You just need to watch, like you are already watching this particular video. You can now decide to enroll. We are going to give a slash discount for the first 10 people that is going to enroll for this particular course. The admin is going to reach out to you people with further details. Now, furthermore, don't miss this opportunity. It's going to be for the best of your experience in tech. If you miss this opportunity, you may regret it. So I leave you to think about all what I said and to take action now, because people are making money from this. So before we close this webinar, let's go back to our website to see. So you can see, wow, can you see now? So this is a website that we just built now. So we built this just from a prompt and a design. So as you can see, this is the output. So from here now, you can now keep on editing it to your taste. So you can see all the buttons are working. You can see all the sections are all working. So furthermore, we are going to show you, if you enroll for the course, we are going to show you how all of this works and how you can take this to the next level and make good money out of this. I hope this webinar helped you. If you want to reach out to us, you can reach out to us via this number. We are located in Lagos, Maryland, like I said, 70B Anthony Village, just behind the Maryland Mall. This is our email address if you want to reach out to us. Thank you so much for joining. God bless you.